they fight it out in front of everybody, and you got to go face the same guy again at the academy. So it goes both ways, and long story short, is back on the website when we did that poll, it was straight down the middle, 50-50.
Wow, really?
I couldn't believe it. Yeah.
Wow.
I guess it comes down to whether you see yourself ever being there yourself, what you would do, versus from the fans' position.
Yeah. Yeah, and I definitely see both sides.
Yeah.
I'd like to see them fight it out. But if I was
that's because we're not them.
That's right. If I was there,
yeah,
I would probably have a different mindset.
Yeah. So we got to set up this one. This is a major match here.
This is some history, as you would say. Sets up a little story. We've got in the featherweight, Rubens Charles, who's also better known as Cobrinha, versus Rafael Mendes. So the Alliance team versus the Atos team. Cobrinha fighting for the Alliance team. Rafa Mendes fighting for the Atos team. Want to fill us in a little bit about why you could cut the tension with a knife right here?
Well, there's probably a few reasons. For one, these two guys personally have gone back and forth for a long time, and traditionally, Cobrinha there in the dark gi comes out on top in just about everything he does. But there's been a few narrow victories by Mendes, right? So there's one reason why it's high tension. Another is maybe because the Team Atos is a spin-off, a kind of a distant spin-off of originally an Alliance team, right?
Yeah. So they've been developing some bad blood, sort of, so to speak. Not in a healthy way, of course.
Yeah, in a fun way.
Of course, in a fun, sporty way. But it makes spectating fun.
Sure.
When you see that, so two teams rooting against each other, it's always fun, good fun.
And I feel like a broken record. We've spoken, especially in the women's divisions earlier, about how certain competitors came up through the ranks so fast, and the Mendes brothers are those guys. Yeah. I know they've been training forever, but their transition from purple to brown to black feels like overnight.
Yeah. Yeah. And what they're doing here is they are jockeying for foot position, because this is a crucial part of the game for these two right here, is to see what kind of foot position. Hoffa's going for this 50-50 guard, looking for a sweep to get to the top. And he may have just got it. He's going to have to keep Cobrinha on his back a little longer than that. So it's quite technical what they were doing right there. They're both sitting down, but they're working on.
Right. And I'm glad you brought that up, because if you've watched the Mundials or the Pan Ams recently in the past few years, you've seen this sort of thing a little more than in the past.
Yeah.
But it is kind of hard to wrap your head around.
Yeah, especially if you've not really seen jiu-jitsu before, like two guys sitting on their hind ends, like what are they doing? But there's so much grip fighting going on. You can kind of see it there. There's so much fighting with the leg positions going on just to see who's going to get to the top position.
So it looks like Mendes does indeed have 2 points up on Cobrinha already.
So now he's up 2-0. And now the emphasis is on Cobrinha obliging those 2 points with his own. So now he's got a grip on the sleeve. He's going to roll back over, and he could now get to the top. There he goes. And
for some perspective, Cobrinha is the defending champion, right?
Yes.
Right. Last year, Rafael Mendes came in 3rd place in this division.
But we've seen this year already Rafa Mendes beat Cobrinha since. So it's going to be an interesting final here.
And I'll be honest with you, Sean, when I see this, I still haven't gotten my head around all the details here of the nuances of this. Yeah. Sometimes it leads to 50-50 guard, which is, in the grand scheme of things, kind of a novelty. I don't want to say novelty in a bad way, but it's a new thing in that sense.
Yeah, there's a lot of tricky things that are happening. That they're both. Right now, he's looking to get back to the top, and here he goes, and it's that grip on that far leg. Now he's grabbing the lapel to secure a little more of that grip, get that grip a little tighter. But there he goes. If he gets that far leg, he's bound to pretty much get on top. So there's a fight for that, you know, and that's now Cobrinha clears that out, and now he's really in what they call the 50-50.
You know what I call it? Leg spaghetti.
It does look like leg spaghetti.
Because I still have a hard time figuring out what's going on here.
Yeah. Now he's going to get this far leg. But it's not.
I respect it because I know there's a lot going on there.
There certainly is. But Cobrinha, if he's got to free that knee. So there he goes. He's going to push that knee down. It looks like he's going to go for a toe hold to help.
I'll threaten it a little bit.
Yeah, and Rafa goes in his own toe hold. Now they're both in toe hold wars. This is dangerous right here.
Yeah.
Because one person is usually liable to be in. That's on tight right here. I do believe that Cobrinha is wickedly flexible, but Rafa had a good position there.
We saw earlier today, because that's not uncommon for, at this level, somebody to slap on a toe hold like that. And they're flexible, or for whatever reason, they're not that threatened by it. But earlier today, you know, Rafael Freitas of Gracie Barra was kind of assisted away from the mats by the medics when he did not tap when he should have to that exact thing.
Yeah, it's a position you don't really feel that much until your foot breaks.
Until something's gone.
Yeah. So here, Rafa's going to get back to the top position. So now he's doing a good job of scoring points off of the leg spaghetti.
That's the new term for it.
Yeah.
We're going to go with that.
So now it's up 4-2. So Cobrinha is going to get back underneath here. He may look for an omoplata, drop down to a knee bar here. It's a nice combination. Knee bar, omoplata, back to the knee bar, back to the omoplata. If he drops his left knee down to the center, there he goes. And then when Rafa brings that, that's nice. Going for a sweep here, and he's going to get it.
Cobrinha needs to come up.
Yep.
Come up.
Looks like he's got the grip to make it. He's going to make it back to the top. So, but Rafa accepts that position to get back to his 50-50 because he's quite confident, I believe, that he can re-sweep back now.
And Rafa leads got a by
toe hold of his own.
Two advantages,
and
but
that's on as well. That is on, and it is tight. And I think we see a little grimace in Rafa Mendes' face. His legs are a little stuck right now.
Cobrinha's giving it up for the moment.
Gives it up. And now they're both going after it again. Now, they're basically in an identical position. So they both have that same foot lock. They both have the same ability to try to get to the top. Now Rafa switches it for a knee bar. And that's on. That's tight. Not anymore. But that was tight for a second there.
It did look bad.
Yeah. Cobrinha peeled Rafa Mendes' knee up, which alleviated that stress of that knee bar. So we've got Cobrinha up by 2. There we go. I was going to say, I wasn't sure how that happened, but
yeah.
But it's all evens.
All even, yep.
With Mendes up by 2 advantages. So, you know, Cobrinha could go after that toe hold right there, just for advantages now.
He's got 90 seconds to work with, so something's going to happen, or he's going to lose his crown here.
Yeah, because he's got to be a little worried about Rafael getting back to the top here. He's very comfortable in these scrambly positions. He locks the 50-50, and he's going to look to get his grip, and he's going to get the grip of both legs and then a sleeve, and he's going to flip over and end up on the top. He's 2 advantages down. Cobrinha is going to go after that foot just to get that advantage. Smart tactic, maybe. Now they're both going. Dangerous footlock battles.
Something needs to change fast for Cobrinha.
Yeah, he's stuck in there. It's all two advantages up, and Rafa's going to keep working on that foot. He looks busy. And Cobrinha likewise is going to work on his foot, but it's not going to get him two advantages. It's going to be advantage to advantage. So Cobrinha's got to do something different. It's going to be time. Time expires.
We have a new champion.
Rafael Mendes does it. 2010 world champion, featherweight. Such a close match.
Just like you said before.
All evens, two advantages.
Here's another reason why this is an important struggle between Atos and Alliance. Because earlier this year, at the beginning of 2010, Alliance leadership said, we are going to win everything this year. We're going to win the World's Team Trophy. We're going to win the European Team Trophy, the Brazilian Team Trophy, the Pan Am Team Trophy. And they were well on their way to doing that until the Brazilian Nationals. And so the fact that this happens here is, another kind of little thorn in the side of them not accomplishing the goals that they looked to be on course for earlier.
Yeah, it's like we've said, it's creating a very fun rivalry for us to watch. It's teams are going back and forth, chanting at each other. Rafael Mendes.
Very few people on the planet could do what just happened.
Yeah.